Hi everyone, welcome back to Diamond Paintings with Mike. It's February, it's the return of Sunday Morning Love You with Bim Narulu, and I cannot wait. It's been a year in the waiting. It's one of my favourite themes to do on the channel, and we are going to be kicking off with this beautiful set of swans. Yes, if you remember, we got this from the range, and wanted to save it for Valentine's because they just look so cute together, and then you've got that lovely heart in the middle. But we're gonna start with this fiery sort of sky going up here, and we're gonna be starting whimming our way over to there. And guys, it's Sunday, and that can only mean one thing. I've been waiting all year to do this. Please welcome the one, the only, Bim Narulu. Yeah, man. Monday morning love you. I wanna love you every day. Sunday morning love you. Monday morning oh, I've missed this. I wanna love you every day. Here we go. Lady, you are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Lady, you are attractive. Lady, go be mine, be mine, be mine. Lady, you are so kind, so kind, so kind. Thursday morning love you, Friday morning love you. I wanna love you every day. I love that bit. Oh dear. Monday morning love you. I wanna love you every day. Sunday morning love you. Monday morning love you. I wanna love you every day. 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 Sunday morning love you. Yeah. Monday morning love you. Let's go. I wanna love you every day. Do do do. Sunday morning love you. Yeah. Monday morning love you. I wanna love you every day. Well, please give it up for Bim Narulu. Yes, we play that. That's the only time we play it. It's on a Sunday. So for however many Sundays there are, you will get Sunday morning love you. And very red going on here. I've got my Butlins red jumper. I've got the red drills. It's very, very lovely to be in February. Well, it's technically not actually February. It's actually January the 7th today. But February is quite a lovely month. It's my brother's birthday on Valentine's. It's also Valentine's, and it's also Shrove Tuesday. So you get a few of the tossing of pancakes. And I'm undecided this year if I want to actually make them like I did last year, or actually just don't cook and just get them from the shops. There's nothing better than doing a there's nothing better than buying them and cooking them yourself. So yeah, so guys, we need two names for these little swans. We can't use Phoenix because I think that's the other set of swans that we did. Oh no, that's C. We want J, which is this brownie colour. So yeah, I'm super excited for this. I wanted to get it filmed last night, but I had to go to bed because of work, and I was like, oh, I've got to wait more. I've got to wait longer now. But to finally get this going is just, yeah. So let's take it down a few more bits. Whoops, there we go again. Let's take it down a few more bits. And yeah, so we'll do that, I think. But yeah. I wanna love you every day. I love that bit where he goes, day. Right, like, how far are we down? If we go any further, we're going to turn this into like, I don't know, but it's going to be a really long block otherwise, so let's just go with the flow here. So yeah, obviously it's January at the moment, so I'm not entirely sure if we're going to have much projects, because this is quite a big one that will take several days to work on, so I'm undecided, but yeah. So the weather forecast today is cold, but it is actually blue skies today, so it's been really, really lovely weather. Although it's sunny, don't like think, oh well, you know, I'll just wear a t-shirt today, because it is freezing out there. It's a bit deceiving, isn't it? Because you think, oh lovely, it's going to be nice and sunny and no coldness, but yeah. But I was just watching the weather forecast and they said that it's going to be less cold this weekend, so I was actually thinking that when I wanted to get some pasta sauce, because I want to have pasta with just sauce on it tonight, something nice and easy. And I was thinking about whether it would be like cold, because when I was walking there, you could feel the cold just like radiating on you. And I was thinking, should I leave Colchester because it's going to be like really cold and stuff? I'm not sure. So yes, we've got a 7 cropped up here. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to go and get the 7. I will be back in a jiffy. Beep. I'm back. I was trying to be Mike TV from Willy Wonka, where he gets transported through the TV in the milliseconds. This is quite a pow, sort of reminds me of a fruit split lolly that we get here in the UK. So yeah, so can't wait to see what this looks like. This orange is really sort of giving me like can't wait mode sort of thing, so I'm really, really sort of looking forward to that. My wolf that I ordered on Temu is moving along nicely, so we should be getting that soon. And good news is I won't have to travel over to my office to get it. I can get it from the post office, because apparently you can collect it with post office, but you need ID, so they won't give it to you without ID, which I suppose is good in a way, but just saves me having to like go all the way over to Whittam, you know, to get it. So yeah, so what we got coming up in March? Well, last March was a fruits theme, so I'm not sure what we're going to be doing. I'm always thinking ahead, like, of my themes that I'm filming next month, you know. So I've got a few themes that I want to do. I'm not going to say yet, because I'm not 100% sure if they'll go ahead yet. So I swap and change like the weather. So then we're moving into this sort of apricot-y sort of colour here. And again, because you've not got the light board, you're getting like the true reaction of what this looks like when we put the drills down. So yeah. And tonight for tea, I'm gonna have pasta with sauce, like Dolomio sauce, and Wednesdays are sort of like what I call my light days, so I try to have something light. There's nothing really on the TV apart from, I was watching actually The Masked Singer last night. It was the Christmas special, because I've been just really busy and haven't had time to watch like the Christmas special ones, and they had this like giant turkey on there, and I think it was the Nutcracker, Josie Gibson, who is a presenter for This Morning. She was in one of them. And then the star was actually Davina McCall. Like, I didn't know she could sing, and by God does she have a good voice. Very beautiful. Because she's recently had that brain surgery, hasn't she? So she's come out really well, and it's all gone smoothly, which is lovely, because I like Davina. She's really fun, and she has she used to do, well, basically she actually did the first ever Big Brother, and then it went to Brian Dowling, and then I think that's when Emma Willis took over, and then it was Rylan and stuff. So as of yet, there's no news on Waterloo Road, so I'm not sure when that's coming. Hannah did say it was supposed to be January, I think she said. But yeah, there's still no sign of it. But this is the one where Lindsay Coulson is supposed to be in it, and I'm really, really excited to see how she portrays that character. So I think she was getting a little bit fed up with doing Carol in EastEnders, because there's an interview on, I don't know if it's Lorraine or what's that other show, Loose Women, but she was saying on there that she did ask the directors for like a break, because that character can actually like stay in your head for a bit, and it was like she was going home and sort of like still being in that character, if you get me. So I suppose it's quite hard to leave a character behind on set, you know, especially when you're acting that part day in and day out. But yeah, so this is the fun part, because we get to now link this up and then do, you know, a bit of that. So yeah. And then what we're going to do is we're now going to play another song that's sort of like a Valentine's Day song, but this is called Upendi, and it's actually from The Lion King. So here we go. There's a place where the monkeys sing and the rhinos do. Here we go. There's a place where the crazy moon makes the monkeys sing and the baboon swoon and the surface end of the lotus bloom will carry you away. While the hippos sway from the jungle vines and the rhino remind the conga line for the king flamingos will intertwine as go out to play. Independent, la 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 la. It's so divine that you lose your mind and will keep you off your feet. Independent. Yeah. It just takes two to make it through. Your heart will take you there. You better watch your step, cause the path is steep. Better hold your breath, cause the water's deep. It's a long way down, no but lovers leap. But falling's half the fun. When the passion fruit grows sweet. So hard that you lose your mind as it sweeps you off your feet. Independent. Without worry or care. It just takes two to make it through. Your heart will take you there. From China and to Kilimanjaro, but you'll find your plenty wherever you are, underneath the sun. Uh-oh. We'll take you there. Independent, 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 independent. And that's that. Now that must be really fun because the actual character who's singing that song is Rafiki the monkey, and it must be really fun to obviously you're portraying that character, but also you've got to learn the song and sing that whilst portraying that character. But yeah, that song is quite a catchy one. That it's in The Lion King too, because obviously in January I try to watch as many films based on lions and tigers. Normally the schedule is Lion King 1, then it's Two Brothers, and the week after that it's Lion King 2, and then whatever other ones that I can find. But yeah, so that is that, people. So yeah, this will be a mixture of obviously lives as well, because obviously we do lives every Wednesday, so it will be a mixture of some pre-recorded, some live, but that's where I've got to try and like not get too far in advance, and then you see the live and you're like, well, why are we there when we're right up here? But yeah, it could be that you see more out of there and stuff, so yeah. In your penny, la 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 la. It just takes two to make it through. The heart will take you there. Right, so yeah. These drills look a bit wavery, but it will, you know, as I say, once they sort of buffer up, it's because when you do the line, normally we have that washi tape on it, but because I don't really tend to put washi tape on the cardboard, like the, not the cardboard, like the backing and stuff, but the ones with board on, should we just give up? I can't think of the bloody word. But yeah, it will sort of balance it out. If you're wondering why I'm not doing multi-placing at the moment, two things. One, I have a habit of pouring out all the drills that we're using. Two, it's cram packed. So once that room becomes a bit more available, I can shake the drills in the tray and then do some multi-placing. I have got multi-placer just here, so when that becomes available, I'll do it. I'll always pour out the drills because I don't keep filling up the tray. So I know that once I pull them all out, that's all I'm working with. So I shouldn't need to have to keep refilling it, you know. I should have really got one of my bigger trays. You know that one that Roxanne has got? It's like a tray, but then you get 4 little square ones, or maybe one of my butterfly trays. Talking of which, I was actually tidying up today and found that, but at the time I just use whatever tray I can get, you know. So yeah, la 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 la, do 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 do. We'll carry you away in your penny. And it's one of them songs that sort of stays in your head a bit. So yeah. So, you never know, guys. By the time we get to the end of January, this could be completed, hopefully. That's the goal anyway, because that's really what you want. You want to get it done the month before so that it can all go on the wall. And I think this is one that came with brackets. I did check that Love Dog that we did, and it didn't come with the brackets in the video. I didn't see any brackets in the unboxing in that jiffy cellophane bag thing, so yeah, it seems to be all okay and stuff. So yeah, that one won't have brackets, but I'm sure if I really wanted to put it on the wall, I can grab some from a handy shop or DIY shop. So B&Q are that's like the home of wall brackets. Like drawers. They've pretty much got everything. Wardrobes, all your furniture, apart from sofas, obviously. It's more to do with like living room furniture or kitchen furniture, but they've always got wall brackets and nails and screws and all sorts in there. So talking of which, I need to get a little hacksaw, because over here when we had to have, the landlord wanted to put new windows in, and because they put all this plastic crap up the wall, it's took like about that much off my blind, so my blind is technically wedged on the wall. So I need to get a hacksaw to sort of cut that down a bit to link it back up into the original bracket it goes in. So, and you know, the thing is, they marked all the paint on the wall, and when I reported it, they said that they've refused to come back to fix it. Like, how bad is that? Like, they won't fix their own mess. So they had to get another contractor in to fix their damage, and contractor had to go to B&Q to get like the machine. What he had to do was take a bit of the paint off my wall to take it to B&Q, and they've got a machine where they can mix it to the right, you know, the same colour, and they got like, it wasn't the exact, they can never get the exact, but they got as near to it as possible, and actually mingled in quite well. But the fact that they didn't want to like come back to replace the, you know, fix their problem, I think that's terrible. But yeah, and then they sort of painted it, so, which was nice of them, and rightly so, because it took a bit of arguing because they weren't going to do it, and I was like, well, you can pay me compensation then, because you've damaged all my wall. And then they were like, oh, we'll paint it. But the actual guy that came out, he was ever so kind and let me have the rest of the paint part with painting it. So yeah, that was nice of him. Right, okay, so let's go la 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 trying to think of any other songs. Love me tender, love me so. How are we doing for time? 22 minutes in so far. This is the fun bit, is it's seeing all this lovely pastel come, you know, these pastel colours come to life. Really excited to see what the blue water is that the swans are sitting on, how that turns out. So I think that will turn out lovely. So yeah. I think that'll turn out really nice. Yeah, it's really strange as well, because the last couple of years I've been working on swans, I've always really sort of like resembled swans with like valentines. They're just a very sort of not elongated, sorry. A very sort of elegant bird, aren't they? So it always sort of puts a smile on my face when I do paintings of birds. I mean swans. So yeah. So yeah, after this I'll probably get a few more videos done. I've got to sort out the tiger video for today, which is the first whip and chat of 2025 of the two tigers, and then probably get dinner sorted, and then once that's done, eat dinner while watching EastEnders. I love the fact that it's on the iPlayer, because it means that you can, you know, watch it before it airs, and it just frees up that 7:30 slot. So, but having said that, I've just remembered I've got to do a Temu unboxing and another art dot, so yeah. Do, 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 la, 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 la. La, 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 la. Just trying to think. I did get that. Someone got me that Mickey Mouse. You know the one with, it's like pink with them sitting on the beach. But I don't think that's gonna be like Valentine's. I'll probably save that for like. But I'm sure I had one with a heart in, because I remember doing the one that Crafty Cat has. You know that one on the beach where there was like that massive heart and loads of different. Was it stones or more hearts? Yeah, I remember that one. But yeah. Feed the bus. Does anyone else get like the urge of just like having an outburst of singing? I practically sing everywhere in there. In the shower, in the shops, and you know, I've actually been singing. I've actually been singing on the train once, and forgot myself singing, and like someone's walked past, and yeah. I should be a busker, really, shouldn't I? You know, them people that busk and sing in the streets and stuff. And I've watched some on TikTok, and some of them get like a lot of people that moan and say, can you turn it down? And it's like, that's their job. They have to have a license to do it. It's like if you're doing street collections for charity, you have to have a license for that. Normally you get them from the council, but yeah, like if you don't like the music, then just go away from the area. I don't know why you would, you know, for example, if I didn't like music, I wouldn't waste my time standing there. But yeah, so can you imagine how much bloody, I reckon a whole pot of Craft Buddy Sealer would run out by the time we did this, because that will take probably half the bottle. I mean, you really need like a wider brush, but when you're using like a normal brush or like a thin brush, it's going to take forever to seal it. I've actually sealed paintings before and done half, had to take a photo so I can tell which bit's been done and which hasn't, and then buy another pot to finish the other half. So yeah, pick up that, there we go. Yeah, I'm really happy that I've got this started today, because it's been on the, it almost didn't happen because I lost the little, you know, the Shemetic, this thing, which is this, I nearly lost this, which is the Shemetic thing. They do provide that so that you don't have to, because they print the Shemetic on the back of this canvas, but they do, they do, I give up. I can't remember what it was I was going to say, but anyway, they put the Shemetic on the back, but I find you have to keep flipping it to look at. Some people take a photo of it and then print it out, but sometimes these are like the bags. Sometimes they come in the kit, sometimes they don't, and yeah, so yeah. Love feeling the texture as well. It's just like really cool. So I've been doing some late night filming on the weekends because I don't work weekends, so it means I can stay up through the night, and some are finished at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. So I think one time I did it till 4, and then another time I did this flower, and you didn't see it on this channel. It was long before I decided to separate the channels and have this as a diamond painting channel only. I always felt that diamond painting needed its own channel, and I stayed up, I think it was midnight till 6 a.m. we finished it, and I had breaks in between. It was of this yellow and pink flower. So yeah, so I have done all night ones before. What is going on here? I've missed a 7. But yeah, I very rarely do that now because it buggers up your sleep the next day. So, and talking of sleep, you know, I was saying that I'm not getting much sleep. Well, I actually decided, it's that bloody TikTok app, like you can't stop scrolling on it. And I actually decided that, no, I'm going to try and get to sleep, just shut my eyes, and it worked. I was up at 8 o'clock today, so yeah, very, very happy, because I was getting up at like 1:30 in the afternoon, and like then 4 hours where I could be diamond painting were like completely lost, and trying to recover is quite difficult. So yeah. I think I'm going to, this pen's behaving today. It's last couple of days I've been using it, it's just not been wanting to work. I had to put like so much wax in it. Well, it turns out I cleaned out, because this had wax left over from whenever I last used it before I lost it in there, so I cleaned it out with a cocktail stick, put new in, and since then it's not been no problem. I think what was happening was the inside the barrel, you have like an air pocket, so you got one there, and then there's like an air bit, there's like a see-through bit at the back, because what's happening is when you put the drill down, it traps air, and then when you push it up to release the drill, it takes the airlock off. So I always keep them silver bits. They're basically these little bits because they're always getting like dented and stuff, so depending how hard you push on the pen, I always keep the spares. So what I tend to do is chuck away the pink pens, you know, them cheap crappy things that come with the kits, and then I keep all the silver, the gold bits. Let us know in the comments if you guys do that. I don't keep the plastic places. I used to, but I now am trying to turn all my pens into the metal places. So, plus I don't really that often use multi-places very often. So, yeah. I just know Tessa's going to love this colour because she loves her pastels. But Roxanne, what do you think so far? Because you love your swans as well. Roxanne's got a lovely collection of swans. I know Hannah's got some swans that she's going to be doing as well. I did actually get a swan. I really, really, really must start shopping again in the works. I keep deserting them. Trouble is, when you're so used to going to like the range, you just don't, it doesn't cross your mind to go in the works. And quite often I finish work around 5:30, and they're sort of shutting up shop by 5:30, so I can't get the time to go in there. Whereas the range, they tend to be open till like 9 o'clock, sorry, 8 o'clock. And then I found out that B&M's in Chelmsford, they're open till like 10 o'clock. And sometimes 11. It's like really cool. So yeah, I'm gonna have a bit of my tea now, I think. So yeah. Okay, lovely. So yeah, it's been quite nice doing this red. I'm beginning. My actual favourite colour is blue, but I'm wearing a red Butlins jumper that I bought. It was a really good deal because at the shop there, they sell like caps and jumpers and t-shirt, but they do this bundle thing. You don't have to buy the bundle, you can buy them separately. But the first time I went, I bought the t-shirt, and then I wanted to buy the bundle, but I basically used all my holiday money. So I always we tend to go nearly every year. There is a trip I think happening in January, but I'm not going to that because I don't find it enjoyable much now. I've been back a few times and it's just not my cup of tea. Everything's too like loud and noisy, not with the shows, but when it's a big weekender, everyone's just too over the top and, you know, drink and chatting and yeah. But the only reason why I went to that is because the kids' breaks, the family breaks, they're flat. There is literally nothing to do because the shows are all like bloody Billy Bear and pantomimes, you know. It's not really much on. You got the Skyline Gang, but if you didn't go to but if, like, as I say, if Butlins didn't do the adult weekenders, I don't think that, I think they personally struggle as a company to one, I mean, all them stage lights, all the amusements, they're open all day long, so you can imagine the amount of money that's costing each day. I dread to think how much their electric bill is, but they get like special rates and that. But anyway, they did this offer where you could buy a t-shirt and a jumper for £30, which I thought was absolutely good. And one's got Butlins on, and then the other one's got Ready to Butlins. And I made a bit of a cock up because I bought a Ready to Butlins t-shirt, but then when I bought the bundle, I got exactly the same t-shirt with exactly the same writing on. So I took it back and asked the manager if I could exchange it for like just the Butlins one. So like I had the two different variations of shirt. So the Butlins and then the Let's Get Ready to Butlins. So for some reason they don't do with the hoodie. With the t-shirt, they've got Let's Get Ready to Butlins and then Butlins. But with the hoodies, they just seem to have Butlins. But with this one, it is a little bit big. I got an XXL because I didn't have an XL. And I was like, oh, that'll, you know, get me a fair few years out of that. But I didn't. I must have forgot myself because I'm actually an XL. But it was either get it or miss out, you know. Don't seem to cater for my size very much. Everything seems to be large or medium, so I do struggle trying to find my size in shops, which tends to be why I go online most of the time. So yeah. Okay. But can we just take a moment to reflect on this lovely vibe of colours here? We've got like a sort of an orangey sort of pastel-y vibe, like a strawberry sort of fruit split. If you've ever heard, let's see if I can get it up. So, fruit split lolly. We have a lolly over here called a fruit split. Okay, so as you can see, fruit splits. It's sort of like that colour there, and then we've got that lovely sort of sandy yellow coming in. This looks really, really beautifully done. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. And very much looking forward to seeing how this turns out. Oh man, Animal Park's on. No way. Oh man, I'm missing that. That's with a program with. They basically film at Longleat Safari Park, and it's with Ben Fogle and Kate Humble. So I'll have to catch up with it. It's probably got. It must be on the iPlayer. So yeah, I really miss Doctors though. That used to be on the 2 o'clock session every day apart from a Friday, and yeah, I really miss that show. Unfortunately, they had to axe it because of costs. So it does sort of make you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, the BBC have all this money and they never seem to let football be took off, but they have all this money to make all these other programmes, and yet they have no money left for Doctors. Like, what in the world? It's like they allocate like the budget to more films that I suppose are more popular, but I'm not the type of person that likes watching football every night, you know. I think personally game shows should be axed because there's far too many game shows on TV, and I personally think football should. You know, you get most of football on Sky, so you know. And why is Gary Lineker still on the BBC football? Because I'm sure he said that he resigned, but when I spoke to Tessa about it, because he was on the other night, it must have been about the 4th of January, and when I spoke to Tessa, she said that she thinks that he's waiting for someone to take over him, but he did say that he was resigning, so unless they're old episodes that are pre-recorded maybe, but I don't think football is pre-recorded, is it? I don't know. I mean, it doesn't say live on there, so if it's live TV, it would have like a little symbol on the screen saying live, so I'm not sure on that one. I do not know. Right, okay, so that's that one. So we can bring in Jay's finish room, so we'll take that off for the minute. Have a bit more of my tea. What the hell, 42 minutes already? See what I mean? Again, it feels like I've only just... I was working on another painting the other day, and it felt like I only just started it, and already 42 minutes in, like, OMG. Like, literally OMG. Do you know, I just want to get more and more done now, seeing this like pastel colour. Just so pretty. Really pretty. I do think this colour though is a very sort of shitty colour. It's not the very prettiest jewels, is it? Whoops. So, what's everyone's plans for Valentine's? Are you all taking your partners out for a meal? Are you staying in? Are you going to the cinema? That seems to be quite a popular thing for Valentine's. Are you just appreciating the day? I tried to reset my Alexa last night and it's now come up with a purple light on the actual plug. So I'm not sure what that means, but it was annoying me because it kept saying, oh, it's not registered, even though I reset it like 3 times. And yeah, and then it was just not having it. So I just don't know what's going on with that at the moment. Being a pain. I never actually know if it's quicker to go this way or that way, but I suppose it don't really matter, does it? As long as you're putting your drills down. And then the careful balance is you've got to not go too much that you're going to have not enough days for it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'll do it like every other day so that we can get the other paintings, give it a go with them. And then whatever we don't finish, roll over to next year. I think this will be a 2-year project, purely because it's just like so big. I will be surprised if we get it done this year, because the lion, the pink tiger that I've got, that shouldn't take too long, because we did start that and I think it's like 2 rows down, so I think we will get that done fairly quick, you know. But yeah, I don't really have any others apart from, I think I had a third one, but I really can't remember what it is. It's quite funny, isn't it? So yeah. I think I'll take a Drakeman's after this because this cough, the fever bit's gone, because I did have for one day I had like cold flu symptoms. It must have been a really cold night. But this croaky cough is still lurking, and it like sets off every time I lay on my back. It sort of like starts again, or if I lay on my side. It's worse when you lie down, you know. Oops, let's get a Y. Why, Delilah. I think Tom Jones sings that. Yeah. So yes, I'll have to see if I can like bake like I don't know, like a Valentine sort of cake. I did do, it was part of a company called Baked In, and you could get like, what they would do is give you subscriptions, so you would get either the Bake Club or the Bread Club, and they would send you the dry ingredients. You just had to buy the fresh. Obviously you can't send fresh through the post for like 48 days, so yeah, and unfortunately they recently stopped allowing people to subscribe to it because of COVID and all that. They couldn't get, or I think it was either COVID or the prices were too high. They couldn't get the ingredients in, so I might have to check that back out and see whether they're offering them again. And then they did one called chocolate ganache, or chocolate cake, but you did like a ganache. Now ganache is basically chocolate mixed with cream, and it was my first time making ganache, and I thought, oh my god, this is going to turn out either too sloppy or too thick, and it came out absolutely perfect. There's a picture of it on my Facebook, but I'll have to try and get it somewhere, because it's on the cake thing. But yeah, so, or wouldn't it be cool to like actually bake a cake but in the shape of a love heart? That would be really cool. Well, I'm going to do one more line and then I'm going to call that a session because we have done a fair chunk there today. Really happy with the progress of this. It looks absolutely gorgeous. So I can't wait to see how this turns out because it's going to look fun, davy-dozy. Got to be so careful here because there's so many different sort of shades of red, and you can just about see, you see how that sort of like, you've got that tinge of orange. It actually looks more like an orange, and then you've got the pink here. So what I'll do is although this ain't got a light board under it, I'll turn the kitchen light off in a minute, and then we can see like a bit of what it looks like in natural daylight. So always put the kitchen on with paintings like this because I haven't got the light board available, and even in daylight it can be quite a struggle to see the drills because you can't put a thing under it. But there are these tripod light things you can get, and it's like this is a tripod that holds your phone, but you can actually, it's got like a light clamp thing in it, which I quite like the idea of. So yeah. Okay, so let's put the last drill on now. That has gone so bloody quick. I can't believe that. Like, you just start putting down a few drills and then already it's like, you know, the hour's gone, you know? Absolutely ridiculous. But let's put that, I was going to put the cellophane down, but I want to see what it looks like without the thing first. So just going to turn the light off, and wow, look at that. Very pastel vibe. This reminds me, I've done a painting like this and it was very pastel, and I can't remember what one it was, but it was ever so pastel, like lots of pinks and oranges. But that is what it's looking like, guys, for the first stage. As you can see, absolutely gorgeous. And then obviously we've just got to sort of go down this bit, and as I say, I cannot wait to get into this sort of river of blue. But I think this, already looking at that, I think that's going to look so pretty up here. And what's nice about this is there's so much blocking, like colour blocking and stuff. So I think this is going to turn out really nice. As I say, this will be alternating on the channel. If you want to get this for yourself, I will try and get the link because this has been out a fair few while. The range works like the works. So once it's been out for a while, they tend to not put it back in. And with the works, once they've got a product and it's been out for a while, you tend to see it slowly vanish off the web page. But if you're going to get these, I would recommend ordering them, because then you don't have to like lug them back when they're like really big and bulky, especially if you rely on public transport. It can be quite a challenge trying to, you know, carry them. And also if you've seen like quite a few you like at this size, you know. But I am really loving this. I think, Tessa, you're going to like that as well, because she loves her pastels. But I'll tell you something, I am so happy with this. I cannot wait to get started. But we need some names, people. We need a male and a female, because they're a couple. So give us some names, guys, because I've used so many names over the years that I can't think of any possible new names that we could call these. So but anyway, thank you for watching. Remember to do all them YouTubey things, tap the notification bell. Remember to subscribe to the channel, always tap that notification bell, so that you're alerted of that. And subscribe, it's totally free of charge. And also, if you want to see unboxing videos that are not available to standard subscribers, you can also join the membership that we now have on the channel. The membership is a paid service, so it's $2.99, but you will see unboxings that are not going to be aired to
like the normal ones that we do on a Monday and Friday. So these will be strictly for members only, and they will be different to the ones that I put up on the Monday and the Friday. So yeah, it's up to you if you want to join that. But until then, that's it. Take care, and we will see you very soon for more of this glorious painting. I'm already wanting to get started on more, but I've got to wait for it to upload now to free up memory on the phone. But until then, take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.